Welcome back, everyone, to the podcast. It's been a busy week. My name's Sean. I'm here with my other co-host, Josh.
Hello.
And we are the Pixel Forge podcast. We deal with everything from our businesses to gaming to Warhammer tabletop stuff. All that deliciousness.
Yes, deliciousness. Yeah, that's one way to put it.
It's been an interesting week for all of us, I guess.
Yeah, it's been busy. You're not feeling too great. I've been absolutely busy up the wazoo.
I apologise from now if you hear me coughing or whatever, because I am a little bit under the weather, but I'm hanging in there. I'm holding it together, especially because tomorrow we got the
You ain't got time to. Like in Predator when he's like, I ain't got time to bleed. You ain't got time to be ill.
No, trust me, I don't. Honestly, don't. But I've been under the weather most of the week. Played a few games here and there as well, what I could. But what have you been doing this week?
Just getting ready for the event, ain't it, really? It's been pretty... I even did a story on Instagram saying about how it was quiet, and then obviously we've got the event and stuff. But I guess that can take me into business updates very quickly. So I've posted on there, if you are going to the event for one thing, or if you just like to follow along on Instagram, that there'll be more info later on. Jamelia will be doing a post about the giveaway that we'll be doing and how to enter it. It involves pictures and Instagram and all that goodness, but you'll see all the lit rules and how to enter, and you also see it on the table on the day tomorrow if you're there as well. It's nice and simple. There's nothing crazy. It's just to help. Part of it's to help Starline Forge get exposure, but as you'll learn when you sort of meet everyone, me and Sean and everyone else, it's exposure for everything. Jamelia and what her little side hustle, our podcast, Sean's business, all of that sort of stuff. That's the plan behind it. But there's a giveaway that's happening, and I'm sure I've talked about that before, but we're pretty much ready. Everything is in place. Sean's going to be painting one of the miniatures for tomorrow because I got everybody to paint one.
My first miniature.
Because I wanted, if you are attending, I wanted you to see like how easy it is to get into the hobby. From the sense of like beginners painting their first model to those like me and Chris, where we've obviously painted a few more models in our time. You can kind of
gonna look horrific.
But you'll see that sort of that, and it's very much like how why I did the business is to get people into it as cost effective as possible for people. It's also painting models up, and when you see the diorama, like it looks great. I like to think it looks great, but it's also to show you that if you want scenery or you want to make your own thing, you can just do it. Like there's no backwards. But
that diorama looked really good. I just saw it obviously before this. Everything's set up and you got the trays, everything's ready.
It's a messy flat at the moment.
It's cool. Nice to see.
But through the event, we'll have updates through the day. I'll be doing as many stories. Jamelia will be doing that as well for me as well. We'll be doing it for Pixel Forge as well.
Stories on my page as well.
Do you know what I mean? Everything's going to get hit. As I said, it's all big about exposure. And I hopefully plan to do the live stream. That's still on the cards. Yeah. But there is that 20.
They said you can.
Yes, I can. Yeah, that's confirmed. Yes. It's just there's that 20% nagging in the back of my head of like, how much is too much effort in the sense of what's going to come back. So I'm 80% there, but there's just that element of like, do I, don't I, all that stuff. And I actually have to thank Sabrina as well, because she's made a on the day inventory list using Excel, because originally I didn't have that. I was just going to kind of write stuff on a notepad or probably not even check, like just knowing what stock I had off the top of my head. But she's made that whole list. She's done it for Jamelia's bows and stuff as well, so we have a comprehensive list. Tomorrow when we all meet up, we'll be going through how you're all going to take payments for me. That's the next step. That's going to be fun.
Take your payment.
Everybody's taking no, we'll go through it anyway, but you can
meet me in the alley outside.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a good day. I'm looking forward to it. And again, like anything, there'll probably be things that we either cock up or balls up, or we could have done that better. But that's the whole point. It's the first one. You have to start. So do you know what I mean? So, but ready for tomorrow. I think everything's a go. Nice big breakfast tomorrow, and then we'll be getting on. Doing stuff. So, yes,
indeed.
I'm guessing you don't have anything this week. No. You've been ill, so I don't.
Trust me.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I struggled to get out of bed this morning.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I've already told him he's got to get it early for breakfast tomorrow. We're kind of, is he going to? We'll see.
I should do.
Yeah. He had waffles, was it? Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I should make that.
Cool. I guess without further ado, I can go into wargaming and tabletop and the 3 models, which is now our staple thing for tabletop. I've got a little bit of news. There has been more news this week going into like last few days, but I will cover that next week because the news I've got is like the end of last week, the beginning of this week. So it's a bit more like it happened.
Yeah.
Whereas next week, you get it. This is the usual deal anyway. You know the delay between the episodes, so it's fine. But anyway, so this week Sean's going to talk a little bit more about Gamescom. A little bit, because we talked about a little bit, yeah, and some other stuff, the future games, all those sorts of things. So what I thought would make sense is actually doing some gaming focused minis this week. The minis that you'll see, and Sean will show the camera afterwards, they're designed by Velrock Art Miniatures. I got these off of Kickstarter, off of My Mini Factory, but they also have a Kickstarter. Velrock Art Miniatures, check them out. They're pretty cool. Not sponsored, by the way, just... pretty cool.
Unless you want to.
Unless you want to, do you know what I mean? These are actually Destiny-themed miniatures, which I'm very excited about. I did ask if I could get a merchant license to sell these, and I thus have had not a response.
Oh, wow.
Although I think they're active on Kickstarter, so I think the next thing I'll do is I'll message them through Kickstarter and see if I can get a license that way. But yeah, these are the 3 classes that you can play in Destiny. And I thought it'd be cool for you to get to see them, show everybody else, and I'll just talk a little bit about each class and hopefully get some people on board to play Destiny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still grinding through that game a little bit, so...
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's been a while because there's so much coming out. But yes.
This buddy right here.
He's picked the Hunter.
Hunter,
yeah, look, he knew anyway. I didn't even have to say it. Look, he knows. So yes, Hunters. Hunters are like the tactical sniper, like infiltrator, saboteur type of class. They're like rogues as well. They're scouts, they're
better jump abilities, yeah.
Yeah, better than your warlock. And then they're all about precision, speed, and stealth. Yes. I guess, even though Destiny doesn't necessarily, there's an element of stealth, but it doesn't really lean to it. And these guys, just like all the other classes, they have different abilities. They have Arc, Solar, and Void. Arc tends to be like they've got the spears is the current thing. Solar, you have like the knives or the one-shot gun, and then Void, you have like the Void bow, which is I was using on my Hunter. So they got quite a variety. I guess actually, I forget saying 3 classes. They have Stasis and Strand as well, but I don't really use them too tough. Titans are my main class. So if there's anything I miss on the other 2, it's not that I don't know them. It's just you get it. So yeah. They are under the Vanguard, which is like the main leadership of the Guardians. Hunters would typically go under when Cade was with us would be Cade 6. He was the Vanguard's point man for Hunters, and then it turned into the Crow.
One with the thing the robot, was it?
No, we'll get to Cade because you haven't seen him yet. We'll get to him.
I've not seen him.
No, you wouldn't have. No, you haven't.
Oh,
you'll see him when we get to next DLC, on the last DLC, right? Yeah. No, are we Final Shape?
Yeah, on the final one. Yeah.
Yes, when we start that, you'll see it. Yeah, and now it's the Crow, which I have to cover some of the story background behind Crow because there's quite a big thing about Crow and Cade 6 that you haven't also seen. And then there's also for new players, there's Shin on the Cosmodrome. He's like just a character. I think they made to help people get comfortable with knowing that there's named Guardians within the game, but also someone they go to get like bounties and stuff. Like each location has a specific person. But yeah, Hunters are pretty cool. They tend to be the biggest call to a DPS. So you typically find when there's raids and stuff, it could be the Hunter that's focusing on DPS more so than the other 2 classes. Not that the other 2 classes don't have DPS builds that you can go, but I tend to see Hunters tend to have a really good level of DPS compared to the other 2 chaps. But yeah, it's a really cool model. Okay. I really like these. I'm glad I picked these up. And they have 2 poses as well. These are just the ones I printed. There's 2 other poses. One where like the Titan has a shield and stuff. So you get sick. 2 poses for each one. But yeah, that's the Hunters. Pretty cool. It's a cool class to play. I will say it's the Hunters and the Titans have the best jumps, which Sean found out very quickly. When we played. But yeah, that's the Hunter. Hunter's pretty cool.
I've adapted to the jumps though.
Yeah, you've adapted. Yes, you have. You're right. And
just because of that, I'm going to pick up
the Warlock.
My little Warlock.
Yes. So these Guardians are like, I guess, the mages or the wizards or witches of the universe. Yeah, they do like they all. the light and dark is all space magic, but they're the closest thing to like what you'd expect to see like a futuristic wizard or witch be, right? So they use, you know, arcane powers. The scholars, they tend to read a lot. Would be like a Cora Ray, who's the Vanguard's point man for warlocks. She's always like, when you find her, she's either like discovering something secret with the what's the name of her group? It's completely eluded me. The group she has that are undercover that people don't know. I can't even think of the name of them. Not the Nameless, but you see them when we played the Witch Queen.
Think as well, like.
Yeah, you know the guys in the Witch Queen in the black, and it's those guys. Yeah, those. Yeah, I can't think of the name. It'll come to me, I'm sure. So stuff like that, and yeah, they do a lot of reading. Again, they have the same archetypes for their supers: solar, arc, void, stasis, strand, and then prismatic that you'll get into when we do the last shape, the final shape even. And yeah, they have some really cool stuff. They are kind of DPS-y as well. They have some pretty strong supers, especially the void one where you do like the Nova Blast, which is just a big wormhole looking
like a ball.
Yeah, that thing can hit. So yeah, warlocks again are another one where you'll tend to find people like some of the abilities and equipment they have, but again, like the jumping can be a problem. I know that tends to come up.
Agility is quite good, to be fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think agility looks more quicker than...
And they're kind of, I guess, the support class where you'd have DPS for, although Titan... Yeah, I would say they're the support class because they have like some of their beats have like a healing aura, so they put down a healing circle. You can be in it, or you can do like one for ammunition, one to boost attack. One of the supers can be that as well to boost attack when they're inside the circle and stuff. So I would say they're probably closer to support of the three characters, where you have hunters as DPS, and then we'll get to Titans in a minute. But yeah, hunters are pretty cool. Hunter was my second class. I had Titan, Hunter, Titan, Warlock, Hunter. Though I think that changed over time. I think Hunter kind of took over Warlock just because of the jumping and stuff and being able to get around maps a bit easier.
Because the only reason I picked a Warlock was, I think, because the way it looked, the character looked like they can move a lot quicker. Like, say, your Titan looks heavy, bulky, like, it's a Titan, for goodness sake.
Yeah, well, yeah,
I don't expect it to move as fast.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's what I thought, like, playing that kind of type of game as well, like, it's very fast-paced as well. So that's the only reason I kind of really picked the Warlock character.
Yeah, and I mean, as I'm critiquing like the stuff of the characters because I've played it for so long, you absorb some of that, you know, like I'm going to critique stuff that I don't like about. But yeah, well, all the classes are pretty, you can meld them to your play style, but they also can be quite unique if you don't want to play something that's unique to your play style. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's Warlocks. Warlocks are pretty cool. There's some cool stuff.
Indeed.
This model's pretty cool as well.
And last but not least,
my favourite, Titan. I thought this would be the biggest, the biggest chunk of notes that I have, but it's not. Anyway, Titans. They are, I guess, the tanks. They're you know, their typical design would be to take attacks and take, you know, in the Battle of Twilight Gap, which is like a lore-based event that happens with the game. Titans were the ones that were really like holding the defense and holding it down when that battle happened. Same as like a lot of their supers and abilities. You can get ones where they've got like a shield that you can throw and use to defend. Their ability as a class is to bring up over a short or tall shield. So yeah, they're kind of like, as I said, the tanks. They're designed to take hit. Yeah. Their armor looks heavy. You typically probably use heavy equipment with them. Their supers are, at the moment in the metas, they have some of the strongest supers.
Okay.
But they also have had some of the biggest turmoil when it comes to supers as well, where there's like whole periods where they are in the bottom of the table in terms of like who you would pick to want to run a super in a raid. Now they're not so bad. They're actually pretty good, and especially with some of the updates. And again, they have the same ability system. I think my favourite's the solar, because you can either have a massive maul or a throwing hammer. As I said, one's a shield if you want to have a throwing shield and stuff like that. But yeah, Titans are the tanks. They're designed to take hits and hold the line when the other two classes are kind of doing their work with, you know, with their respective fields of support. Okay. You know what I mean? And yeah, so with these guys, Saint 14 and Zavala are like the two main characters in the story that you kind of go to. Zavala being the Vanguard's like point man for Titans, so Titans would go to him for advice. And Saint 14 is also another Titan that's quite held in quite high regard. Same as I didn't mention with the Warlocks, Osiris is also one of those where he's held in high regard, but he's not necessarily like a main Vanguard like Ikora is and Zavala is. But
so would you say like the Destiny like universe, is it similar to the Warhammer universe in a way?
I guess
because Titan could be a Space Marine.
They could. You're right. Yes. Yeah.
He actually could be a Space Marine.
I guess there's similarities in the sense of the way people look up to the Traveller could be seen as the way people look up to the Emperor in 40k. I think in terms of like the darkness, the grim level darkness and kind of that, I think Warhammer has it cranked up to 11.
Max, yeah.
But there are some super dark things in this, like for example, Eris Morn, she's another Guardian with it. Her fire team went to the moon when it got invaded by the Hive, which are like the undead zombie type thing. Her fire team got killed, like they were wiped out, and she was left alive, but she was stuck underground with all the Hive stuff. So when you play, is why her eyes are wrapped up and you can see 3 eyes there because she was so like, I guess, messed up by the experience and what happened. She actually kind of got transformed a little bit.
Okay.
There's a whole bit of story that you missed where like it's about her using the Hive power against her because she's obviously got some connection to the Hive and their powers because of what she dealt with and experienced. So yeah, like there's some elements where you could cross it over, but I still think they're quite starkly different. But there are things where you could go, okay, yeah, that I could see that being in 40k, or I could see that being in Destiny. Especially like I guess even as well like with the Imperium, they're so anti Xenos, so anti-alien, that this is kind of the same. Like even though it's because of what the other factions have done and the other alien species have done, they're very much like anti. I mean, not so much now. The Cabal and the Fallen, they've kind of partnered up with humanity and it's changing. But when you go back, it was always like Guardians of the Lost City versus everything else, very much like in 40k. Okay. But yeah, so there are some things you can make an observation. Some not so much. Yeah, those are the three characters. I thought it'd be cool to bring along some gaming stuff.
Yeah, some gaming stuff definitely this week. That's perfect. And
yeah, I think it met the theme.
Been playing this game for a bit, so yeah.
Yeah, we need to get back on it. I haven't really played it myself, to be fair. We've had Helldivers and Battlefield and
all sorts.
Yes, but yeah, those are the 3 characters. Very cool this week. We're very happy. Yes. However, my news isn't so much about gaming, not like last week where I had the Space Marine stuff. This is actually a couple of bits, focused around Warhammer again. And some of it is also leaks. Again. And this is only one of them. There was another leak within the week that I'm not going to bring up until next week.
Yeah, someone's just leaving a tap open, aren't they?
Yes, yeah. So I'll start with this one. So the one I'll talk about next week, it was leaked by Warhammer France. This one was leaked by Warhammer Germany. So it's leaked a new Ultramarine captain, so a new Space Marine.
Yeah.
His name is Ferran Arios, and he's the 6th company captain. So, when we've talked about you have the chapter and then the companies within it, he commands the 6th. He was a major character in Dawn of Fire, which is, when we talked about the Horus Heresy in the books. The Dawn of Fire books were kind of like a modern version of that, even though the series is already finished, it's not as long as the Horus Heresy. It was kind of like a modern version of like that type of storytelling, I guess. And he was predominant in that. He was in that quite a lot. And so that story, that book series has ended, and you kind of didn't think anything more of it. But then there's a book coming out called Master of Rights that involves him. And so what I think was meant to happen is someone was meant to push the button so that when the book was announced, his model was announced.
Okay.
But someone had pushed the button early and his model got leaked. He'll probably be a one and done release. So they'll release him, he'll be out for a little bit, and then you probably can't pick him up again, as sometimes these Black Library type models are when they release with a book.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I watched a video from Eons of Battle this morning, and he was sort of talking about it. And he was like, I'm surprised they didn't announce it because the Nova Open's happening at the moment. But when he said that, I said to myself, I was like, it's because it was leaked. That's why they didn't announce it at the event. They had to just get it, like, it's out in the wild. You're either going to long it out for a few more days, or you just announce it and it's, do you know what I mean? So that happened. But yeah, it was another leak. I don't know what's going on with GW at the moment. As I said, we've got another one that happened by the French page, Warhammer page. I don't really know what's going on. Like what, especially like Europe, like what what grip have they lost over Europe in terms of like that security presence? But anyway,
God knows why everything's just getting leaked. Like it's like
left, right, center. Yeah,
whole next year's thing got leaked, and
it's
all trickling down
weird,
now. Like what's going on?
So yeah, that's happening. So that happened, and as I said, I'll have some more next week on another leak, and I'm sure going forward probably have a leak a week at this point. Do you know what I mean? A leak a week.
It's a new segment.
Makes GW week. There we go. Yeah, it's another segment. All right, it's not wargaming news, leak news. But yeah, so that was one bit of news I wanted to share because I think it's quite important to talk about. And then another thing that was quite a surprise, and I've never seen. I don't think I recall GW doing this before. Okay. So there's a Kill Team beginner set, which is like the starter sets for 40k, where you get 2 armies, you get all this. Something, it could be something akin to what might be in the giveaway. Ooh. Where you get like 2 armies, you get scenery and paints, and you get everything in it so that you can just kind of go and play, right?
Yeah.
Now, from what I've looked at and what I looked at, Allspec Tactics, it's not necessarily the breakdown of it. It isn't like the best box to get if you want to like for someone to bulk out armies or anything like that. Or in fact, if you even want complete kill teams, it's not the best thing. It still might be better to buy the army you want and buy like the individual boxes where you get the whole, just one team in a box.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty good, like if you want to introduce someone to it and stuff like that. But that's not what I want to talk about. That's not the point why I'm bringing it up, because probably nobody cares about that, right? Because
never know.
Never know. Yeah, well, we'll see. Never know. You might buy a Kill Team now. It's actually apparently there's an issue that's been found by you because this box set is currently in the US. It's like Barnes and Noble and all of those types of places. It's like that type of box set where they release the boxes there and that type of stuff. Customers are reporting that one of the models that's on the box, on the front of the box art, isn't included in the box.
Oh, so it's just.
And it's been replaced by so it's basically Ultramarines versus Death Guard. Death Guard are another traitor Space Marine faction, right? I don't recall GW. There's probably like small instances where GW make a mistake on, but I don't recall GW actually printing like a box like that with the models on the front and then just not category not including a model. And yeah, it was meant to be a plague caster for the Death Guard, which is like kind of like a character unit, I guess, in that sense. Much like like you have like several captains and several lieutenants, it's like one of those types of things. But yeah, apparently it was in the box. You just get a normal Death Guard Marine.
So what the people say someone bought it, they open it up and okay, it's not here. Maybe it's just one box out of 50.
No, there's people reporting. Everyone's reporting.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened there. Again, it's another weird thing for GW. They're not usually like that. Usually when you see the box, they're even good at when they do like army boxes and you can't actually see what's on the front.
Yeah.
You get what's in the box.
Yeah. I hear you.
So I don't know what happened with GW. Maybe they, sometimes maybe they reused an asset, reused a picture and then they've put it on there and not realised, like how sometimes people use like the Pokemon thing where they use the art.
Oh yeah.
It might be something not copyright, but like where they've used an image, an asset. Because remember that these companies, when they do that, they bulk out the assets. They take every manner of picture and get every bit of art for right, and then they've probably used the wrong one.
Yeah.
And just not clocked.
Or Marathon.
Let's not even talk about that. So
we'll talk about that very soon.
Yeah. I bet. Yeah, we will be. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I still hope we get a chance to play it. I do just want to see it with my eyes. Anyway. So that happened. So it's a weird thing for GW. That's why I wanted to point it out. It's a very strange thing for GW to do. Period. So I don't know what's happened there. Someone's guffed it, and their marketing has sorted it out. But there we are.
I'd say probably just one batch of how many they may have printed.
I think it's all of them.
At the factory, yeah. It must be at a factory, just an error at a factory.
That's what I think, not even factory per se. I think someone who deals with doing the photography for the boxes has just got it from somewhere and just put it on the wrong thing.
Or probably some box coming for it or something separate.
Yeah, or it could be that actually the box is correct and the sprues are wrong and they actually, it's not meant to. Anyway, we will never know because I'm sure it will get covered up and fixed at some point. But yeah, that happened. And then the last bit of news from me, Spearhead magazine. So, you might not know the Combat Patrol, which is like the Warhammer magazine. You get it every month and you get miniatures and stuff in it, right? They've done loads of those. Hatchet Partworks done loads of those, a UK company. They're doing a new one called Spearhead, which is basically for Age of Sigmar. but it's following the same theme as Combat Patrol. So the whole idea behind Combat Patrol is you get Combat Patrols. So there's a whole thing. There's box sets that you get with minis in them, and then that you can play Combat Patrol. I've told you this before. I think we talked about it before. All the minis in that Combat Patrol box you buy, you can play Combat Patrol with. It's all set up. So they're in Age of Sigmar, there's Spearhead, which is basically the same thing, but it's just fantasy. So Hatchet are doing that, and they're doing a test run at the moment. I've seen a lot of people in some of the Facebook groups. There's a lot of new people to these magazines because people are saying, "Oh, I can't find it. It's not in this store." Blah blah blah. It's a trial run, people, and do you know what that means? It's only in a select area.
That's it.
And it's only for select people. And they did this with Combat Patrol, and it was like somewhere up like Midlands North.
Oh,
it was It's just like a small controlled area. People pick it up. You start to see people posting about it and stuff, and then that's it. And then they gauge the interest on that and how popular it was, and then usually they're going to release the rest of it. It's not usually they do. It will come out.
You should do it everywhere. You should do it everywhere, and then just.
No, they've got to do the testing because if people just don't pick it up at all, there's no point launching it. Because remember, these runs last a year. Like we're about halfway through, so they last a long time. So they don't want to obviously bank on people not buying it for a whole year because it's probably they project the revenue that comes from it. But yeah, it's a good way if you're into Age of Sigmar. Spearhead's probably going to be a good way for you to get into it. You either do the subscriptions through them or do what I sometimes do when I bulk buy. Because usually those magazines are really good on the price. I'll bulk buy the ones I want. If you know that you want Stormcast Eternals, you could just buy those issues from your, local friendly game store, Asda, Tesco, or from like a corner shop or something. Do you know what I mean? So, that's coming. Keep an eye out for that. If you haven't done any of the Hatchet Partwork magazines before, check out Combat Patrol because that's all 40k if you're into sci-fi. And it might have some of the old Age of Sigmar stuff on there, but I thought that was a good thing to bring up just to clarify that. It's a trial run. If you do see it, you might not be in your area because it's a trial run. They don't launch the trial run countrywide. It's only in a select area that they do it in. So yeah, that's all from me.
That's all from you?
That's all I've got. It's quite a bit. There's a fair bit, but not a fair bit.
Right. That's all right.
Yeah, that's all the wargaming stuff I have this week.
Okay, I'm going to continue a little bit on Warhammer.
Wow.
Straight away. I might as well continue the little theme.
Yeah.
Actually, before I even talk about that, let's start off what we'll always start off with. What have you been playing this week? More than me, I can tell you that. But what consoles you been playing? What games you been playing?
I've been playing The Rogue Prince of Persia.
Yes.
Really cool, like that. It's my jam. That die, repeat, all of that stuff, and the roguelike.
Which launched through Gamescom week because they just
onto Game Pass,
just shadow dropped it pretty much straight away.
I think it went onto all the subscriptions. I think it went onto PlayStation Plus as well, didn't it?
I think it did.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. That's like a hidden gem. I wasn't really on my radar.
Yeah,
and then it was.
I told you to download it. You're like,
you did. Yeah, and then I did. So there's that. I've been playing. Helldivers 2.
Obviously. Big game of the week.
My days. That is so good. Got the ODST armor already.
Obviously, but pay for the armor as well.
Yeah.
Obviously I haven't got it yet, but I think I've only got the machine gun. The assault rifle
M5.
first.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've got so far, a piece of it. But I know during the next week and stuff I'll get everything regardless.
Yeah, I guess on observation with that, the one thing, I'm sure we'll probably get into it, one thing I did notice is that I think them relying on the community to help the Xbox players is a bit of a downplay because when I booted it up, I didn't realise the first war bond that you get has loads of stuff that helps you, like boosts your character. Like I've got a thing now where I launch into each game with all ammunition, whereas before it was less. I think they could have done a better job of discussing that. And yes, you can go and look at the stuff yourself, but I think it would have been nice if they'd given a tutorial.
Players,
like tutorialized the war bond stuff properly and gone through it. And even, when games give you the current, like even if they gave you the currency to buy one of the things just to go through it and explain it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that probably would have been a good thing to see. But aside from that, that's me nitpicking because the game's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It's really good.
We've seen a bit of graphical glitches here and
there.
Well,
and the tutorial.
Not climbing over rocks and stuff.
Yeah,
but we can get to that.
And earlier on when I played it where there was the map, it was just... I don't know what it was. It was just water and me. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It was just that. And then playing Battlefields.
Yeah, 2042.
2042, getting the old Battlefield 6 skin grind.
Yeah. Because I think, what was it, level 19 just went past. So that's the pistol we get.
Yeah, we got the M1911 skin.
Yeah,
the pack. Yeah, and then the next two unlocks.
I think the next one's a weapon again, and then after that it's character skins. It's the last two are character skins.
Next two are tanks.
Oh, tanks. That's it. Tanks.
Oh, is it another weapon?
I think it's a weapon and 2 tanks, and then
there's definitely two
character skins. Yeah, there's like
there's 2 tanks. There's 2 tanks, 2 skins, and then there must be another weapon.
Yeah, probably another weapon.
Yeah, that's fine. The grind's working. They're doing double XP weekends quite regularly as well, so that's been helping us where we might not have been able to play too tough.
Yeah, because last weekend definitely
crazy.
Yeah, I grinded out.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And I cooked yesterday as well, and that's why you jumped on this morning after I'd said so yeah, Battlefield's going really well, and I think that might be about it. I've booted up Destiny a little bit, but I've kind of neglected that a bit because I've actually got like 3 games I've been wanting to play on the go. So yeah.
I mean, for me, same thing. Like Battlefield, definitely been playing that. Helldivers 2, 100%. Obviously started that. Played a bit yesterday, and Expedition 33. I'm close to finishing this, so I will finish this week probably. I've literally got. I'm there. Like I'm on my way to the Patriots right now, so we'll sort it out. Finish that this week. I've got some more news about that game coming up as well in a little bit. Also, another one. We're playing Destiny. But Destiny Rising. I have been playing the mobile game.
Oh, you have?
Yes. And it was so funny because when you was at your house just now and you was playing Destiny and you said it.
Yeah.
I was sitting there playing it.
Oh, really? That's why you put bloody headphones in your git. Yeah, that's how I felt it. I know when you put me in, I was like, he's doing something. He's up to something.
Yeah, I've been playing it. It launched yesterday, what's the 29th today, August. So it launched yesterday, 28th.
Yep.
There's over like 1 million pre-installs, sorry, of it. Like it was insane. But yesterday it was a good kind of launch, but it was terrible as well because everyone was trying to boot up. It was lagging a lot. It was crashing, like things weren't loading in properly, this and the other. But going through the game, like playing the game it feels fun. Like it does feel good. It feels like a normal Destiny game. We jump in and shoot and stuff.
Yeah.
You can obviously use it with a touchscreen, obviously on your phone and stuff, or tablet, whatever you're playing on. Or you can boot up the controller, PlayStation or Xbox controller into it. It says it there. You can do that. And it has the options as well in there to configure your controllers and stuff like that. But yeah, it feels like a normal Destiny game. Like it doesn't feel that bad. Like you're going around, you're trying to recruit. Obviously, I think I'm like level 5 now. I've done I think the chapter is like chapter 1. I've done a prelogue, the prelogue, and then like chapter 1.1, and I'm on 1.2 or something like that. So, but yeah, there's how many they've kind of given like a roadmap of the season and stuff like that. There is a battle pass and stuff on there if you want to pay for that. But yeah, it seems all right. Like getting the guns and stuff, the gear.
Yeah,
just flicking through everything.
I think one of the biggest differences with it is you can get akimbo pistols, which you can't get in the main game.
Akimbo pistols are on the battle pass.
That's a crap.
They're exotics as well.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Interesting. I do have them.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. Interesting.
But yeah, it's cool though. Like, I think it's gonna take a minute to take off. I think a bit more, but as long as everyone just bands together, that game shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I think I held off a little bit. I just haven't been playing Destiny. I didn't really like. I had it all pre-registered and all that other stuff, but I was just like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it at the moment. So maybe I'll just. I forgot even I pre-registered. I forgot. I think yesterday I got an email or text saying, "Oh, it's ready to download." I'm like, oh, I didn't even get that. My phone's cooked, man, because I didn't even get any of that. That's why I kind of. You know what I mean?
I just did it straight away, and yeah, I couldn't play it. Like, couldn't play it straight away when I got the download. I think you said you had to wait a couple of hours or whatever. I think when they did it.
To be fair, and I'm also not surprised you had issues because there was people already posting videos about how to play it on PC through an Android emulator, and I was like it's just give it a minute to run on the phone.
No, it actually rewards you for playing it on an emulator. In the game, there's actually it's insane. In the game, there's actually like a section, and it's telling you obviously follow us on social. You can claim whatever gold, whatever, you know what I mean, all the little bits. Same thing, like there's one that says play on an emulator to earn to get free gifts as well. So it actually tells you in the game to do that. So what you're seeing is nothing wrong. It
sounds like I need to do that now.
Yeah.
On my laptop.
Your laptop, yeah, just go for it.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, it's super fun. I'll probably be playing that more this week, going forward as well. But it's like we were saying earlier, like my phone's cooked as well. The battery is
that's
not the greatest. I can't be playing it too long on my phone.
It.
Maybe a little mission, hop off. Like literally, that's what it is. But yeah, it's been cool playing that. And it's weird because obviously, like when I'm playing these new games on mobile, I always play games on mobile. I don't know why. When I'm sick, like I always get a game like Pokemon happened, TCG Pocket. That happened. I was sick. Like for like even Warhammer. I was sick, and I played that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anytime I
You're
feel like
an omen.
I'm sick,
does it get new?
I just look at mobile games because I'm not playing anything else. I can't play my console, so I just pick up my mobile and start playing whatever. So it's crazy. So soon my mobile library is going to be just absolutely ridiculous. I bet you're looking for the Destiny.
No, IGN have a whole article. There's an actual like dedicated like it's a Moo player. And you install Moo Player and then it installs Destiny and that's it. That's crazy. I thought it was some like Houdini special getting it.
I think on the game it tells you the app or somewhere to do it. It tells you on the game.
I feel like this. I'm literally installing Moo now. I feel like this might be what this might be is not so much playing it on here, but because obviously I have the two same accounts, but I might actually play Destiny Rising on my PC and then play Destiny, keep playing Destiny on my console because I have it on both. But
because they got Destiny Rising, like there's something in the game that collab with Destiny 2 as well. So like there's stuff you get like
yeah, I saw you get the player cards.
Yeah.
If you complete a certain quest line, you get like which actually looks quite nice. That was probably one of the only things enticing me to put it up. But I am installing Moo as we speak, unironically.
Let's go for it. All right, on to the next bit of news. I'm going to go into the Warhammer stuff like I was explaining to you earlier. So Warhammer, obviously Dawn of War 4, missing a key major part of the game. Missing. So this is from the co-founder and director of the...
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
Oh, you know, I'm going to... So Jan, is it Thiessen? I think that's how you say his name, Thiessen. He's talking about a guy called Gabriel Angelos.
Yeah, I knew.
I already know. I thought you would have spoken about this personally. I thought you would have said something.
This would have been something I would have talked to because I saw it so late. I was like, I'll just do it next week. But you've already...
Yes. So Gabriel's the chapter master of the Blood Ravens and essentially the protagonist of the original Dawn of War trilogy.
Yep.
He's been taken out of the game.
But I know why.
Apparently they said he's overpowered.
So, yeah.
I'm like, what?
So
even if he's overpowered, what?
No, so what the logic is I think it's to set expectation because if they put a character, based on like the things you read and how they, it's like going back to the originals, I think where the character would be at the point in where this game is, he's going to be too, like, he won't, if you want to use him, he's going to either be outputting way too much compared to what he should be to other enemies. So like, let's say if he's fighting an orc, it should be that he just, flicks them and they evaporate, right? And that sort of thing. So what they said is that they've taken him out to give other characters that have power levels that are similar between factions an opportunity to shine.
But I don't know about that. Obviously, I don't play this game, but do you not build up your level in the game, like your ranks and stuff?
Not in the original Dawn of War.
Oh, it wasn't like that. It was
no. You just,
there's your character, just play and that's it.
Yeah, like you just keep calling them in and they have abilities and stuff. Okay. The later games had some leveling system, but we don't talk about them.
Why not? Wouldn't that be easier? Like you say, then they wouldn't have this issue.
They did the MOBA stuff like that in Dawn of War 3.
Yeah.
And that game, for all intensive purposes, killed Dawn of War.
Why? Because it was potentially building your character up to be the level that it should be.
If they hadn't messed it up, it probably would have been fine. But they messed it up. But anyway, even if they had the level system, from a lore perspective, he's just so powerful that it doesn't make sense because he's, like I said, he's just going to be flicking people and they'll evaporate. You know, like Dr. Manhattan in The Watchmen, you know, where he's just, yeah. So what they want to do is, as I said, like characters that aren't necessarily at his caliber, give them an opportunity, one, to shut the characters to shine, but also matches the playing field a little bit, because you then have the issue of, if they let him in there, the other factions you can play as have to have a unit that's just as strong as him. And some of those factions don't really.
Okay.
So there's two angles to it. The excuse is a bit of a, you know, like a BS excuse.
Yeah.
But I appreciate and get that they've used it from a perspective of, like, he's technically just so strong that it doesn't make sense to him be in the combat and fighting. It's kind of like if it was an Ultramarines game and they just put Rabute Gilliman in it, the Primarch, but dude, he's just going to blink and evaporate people. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of what it is. I get why. Like, as I said, there's probably other reasons why they've not included him, but I get why they would go down that route of, like, he's too strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
could they just put him in and just dull down his strength level? Like,
no, because then it doesn't do justice to the character. Because then people complain he should be able to blink and people evaporate.
Even if they put him a little bit higher level, strength level, but
it is
not too crazy.
It is easier
you
just
can
to
control the
remove
game
him.
at this point. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I get it.
What's
It's
happening?
just easier to, because you're either people are going to be disappointed that he's not as strong, or people are going to be upset that he's too strong and the other factions don't have the same level. It's easier just to remove him. I absolutely get it, but it is funny.
Yes, I thought when I read that, I was like, they took him out because he's overpowered. I'm like, what does that mean? You just can't flip a switch and just turn him down like a little bit, like, or just. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. To be honest with you, I thought that was crazy.
I knew you, when you said, I knew he was going to take it. That's funny.
On to some more crazy news. Gears of War. We just spoke about this a little bit briefly off the podcast a minute ago. But Gears of War's having problems.
It just continues.
It's insane.
The beta, we talked about this in the beta, and it was a resounding, this is what it's going to be.
Yes. And it's even from the beta, we was having crashing issues. Was
but it's not registering.
But it's not registering. We was having levels. I had levels kind of not loading properly as well, like kind of like tearing and stuff like that. I had all that stuff in the little beta that they put out. Even trying to find the game, like, was insane. Like, you kind of find a game, you can't get kicked out or whatever. Like, it's just all over the place. But yeah, most people, especially people on Steam, have been complaining a lot about the game, how it's been functioning and running. Players saying they're being disappointed with the crashing, the low population and multiplayer, missing pre-order bonuses as well. So things not even loading into the game. But how those pre-order bonuses are exactly the same as the last version they released, dude. It can't even be. It's not even like it's a new thing. I can't.
That stuff's even in the bloody game's code. It's impossible.
It's insane. But as I said, as we were saying before as well, off the stream, off the talk. That's right. I mean, I play this, obviously, original game came out in 2006, people. Like, it's nothing new. Like, it's an old game. Like, if you missed this boat, I'm sorry, but it's anything 4K fancy. It's just, I mean, it looks cool. I mean, I did play a little bit of the campaign just to see what it looked like, and it does look okay, but am I gonna spend hours and hours? No, I've cooked this game like to oblivion. Like, it's been done. Like, multiplayer's been rinsed. The campaign I've completed about 7-8 times. There's no point. Like, I'm not interested. And me personally, I'm not interested in this game at the moment. I just want E-Day. That's what I care about. Just give me a brand new Gears. The only reason I may play this game back again is when E-Day comes out. So I'll probably run through from 1 to.
Oh yeah, sure. It'd be the same thing with
that's
Halo.
The only way I kind of will play that again right now. But to sit there and play multiplayer and do this and do that, it's just. It's cooked. It's not happening with me.
I don't know how you can mess it up. What I would recommend, do not play Reloaded. If the other one's still available, the remaster, I would go back and play that one.
With the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, Ultimate Edition. Yeah. I would go back and play that because that will be stable enough that you can get through, no screen tearing crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's I would play that one. If you can, if you're listening, I would go back and play. Obviously, it's different for PlayStation users because they just don't have an option. But if you can, I would go back and play the Ultimate Edition because that will give you a better experience. If you just want to run through it and play it and it be flawless, personally.
Or any OGs in the chat, just dust off the 360.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's even backwards compatible, dude. You just run it in your Xbox. Yeah, dude.
Just play it. But yeah, this has been a bit of a crazy week with that. To be fair, starting off, I think they've done some patches at the moment. I'm not sure if they have actually. But yeah, we'll see what happens going forward with that. On to the next little bit. Possibly Forza's Horizon 6 leak. I'm not sure if you heard about this or saw it.
No.
Basically, I think it was on Instagram. I think it was on Instagram or Twitter. I'm not sure which one it was.
Shocker.
There was a photo of one of the team from Forza, one of the guys from the team. He was in LA taking pictures of cars, but the cars that he was taking pictures of are all Japanese cars.
Oh, actually, I've heard rumors about a Japanese-based Forza.
This is crazy. If this is happening, that's it.
Drift.
I'm locked in. I don't think I'll ever come off that game. That is me locked in.
I could pick it back up if it went to the.
That'd be so sick. And the cars we were taking pictures of, it was not like sports cars and stuff. It was all like the commercial like trucks, like flatbed trucks and the little box cars and all that stuff. Like how they are. Yeah. Like it was all. I think it was like 4 or 5 Japanese cars he was taking pictures of.
But how?
Because he couldn't get obviously his cars that and I think the guy who took the picture tagged them in the post and saying, "Happy to get you these cars from Japan for you to because you couldn't make it out there."
It must be deliberate then.
I don't know.
It
but
sounds
the post got deleted.
Oh,
yeah,
cooked.
The post got deleted not too long after that.
Sugar me dumplings.
So I've seen the picture of the guy taking pictures.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's gone. So. If Japan's coming, I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it.
And it'll be on Game Pass, so I won't even have to think about it.
Oh, indeed. Love it.
Wow, that's crazy.
And if they make it play anywhere, I'll have the Xbox.
Aren't the Rogue Ally that'll be playing? Rogue Ally's playing. Oh.
Indeed.
Jesus Christ.
On some little more mobile news. The Pokemon TCG Pocket, obviously, you know, I played that a lot. They just launched a new set, which was yesterday, Secluded Springs, which brings Gen 2 legendary Pokemons like Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. I think there's like 71 cards to complete the set, plus a little, I think, 20 after it, like the ultra, the rare cards and stuff like that to find that gold cards and all that stuff. But yeah, that arrived yesterday. Pretty much almost. I think I only need 11 cards to finish the actual base set.
You're mad.
Yeah, I'm cooked. I love it. I love my Pokemon TCG. I've been playing it since day one. I think the only time I have not booted up the game is when I had surgery. Literally. Yeah, think about that.
That's some dedication, ladies
100%. Pokemon, shout me out. But yeah, I've been loving that. So that's another set that's happened this week. Another bit of crazy news this week, actually. Skate is finally here.
Oh, yeah, right.
We are getting early access. Not a full game, which is a bit of a shame, but it's early access happening on the 16th of September. So it's coming up very soon, guys. It's going to be on PS5, Xbox, even PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So it's going to be on everything.
Is it free to play?
Yep. Skate will be free to play.
Crazy.
With cross progression and cross platform play as well. And there'll be paid cosmetics if you want to pay for anything in the game. It's up to you.
Which people will.
If people will. 100% people will. Especially the OGs. Like, I probably will. Not going to lie to you. I definitely will. I grew up on skate so hard. Like, also I used to skateboard as well. So, like, the games like this, you had Thrasher, Skate and Destroy, obviously Tony Hawk's, and there was all different games that we used to play, like skateboarding ones, like, crazy. And Skate was the one for me that I probably put more time into than any other ones. Tony Hawk's was fun for a while, but I think Skate was, because of that realism, and it kind of over time got better and With
right, yeah. Because I know a lot of people that used to play Skate 3 a lot.
Yeah, because I think like Skate 1, you couldn't really get off your board. Skate 2, you could get off the board. Yeah, I mean, they kind of
progressed.
Every generation they did. But yeah, that's coming September 16th. So if anyone's interested, great on that. I'm not sure if you played it. Are you playing it?
If it's free, I'll boot it up. Why not?
Give it a try.
Yeah, I wrestled with Skate and Tony Hawk's at one point in my life.
Indeed. Last little bit here. We've got Claire Obscure, obviously Expedition 33. It's not finished. It's not finished yet.
Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, this is a weird thing to read, to be honest.
So obviously, Claire Obscure is the franchise name.
Yeah.
So Expedition 33 is just one of the stories they're told, and there's going to be loads more. I'm not sure how loads more, but there's going to be more games off the Claire Obscure name, basically. So it's going to be like maybe like a Final Fantasy type thing. Like, I'm not sure. Like, they'll have so many different games, different stories.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is not the end of the series. So this is so cool to hear. I'm excited.
I feel like it's one of those things where if the game flops, they could have just, like, if it flops, they could have gone, there's nothing else. But because it's kicked off, they've gone, oh yeah, by the way, that's just the name.
We could make more money.
Yeah, take these chumps. Yeah, that's cool though. That's good. It's good for a game like that to get a bit of popularity and traction, because it's not always the way when those types of games come out that they get. And I guess it's kind of like because it was on Game Pass, right?
Still Game Pass.
Yeah, so I guess it's kind of like one of those Game Pass success stories where, you know, like sometimes Game Pass gets questioned on whether it's worth the value or helps developers, and we've seen both ends of like developers saying it's trash and then others saying it's helped their game become a thing. So I guess, you know, even like things like Cuphead. Do you remember Cuphead? Cuphead started on Game Pass, and look at where it's...
Cuphead did big numbers.
Look at where it is now. Do you know what I mean? So I think there are some success stories.
I struggle with that game, but yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone did. Cuphead's an interesting mistress.
Crazy. But yeah, that's I think it's going to be cool, like getting more games and just wait and see. Obviously, that's Expedition 33 is my game of the year. I called it for the beginning of the year. I called that straight away. Like, sorry, when I first played it, it's still my game of the year. Nothing's going to change that.
Battlefield's got potential to take that crown.
It's not. I don't think it can.
I don't know.
I don't think it can.
Saying that, actually, I'll take that back. Yeah, because Claire Obscure is one of those games that more people are playing.
Yeah.
Where Battlefield, you won't get as many people playing those types of games on it. Interesting. We'll see anyway.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's that part for now. Moving on to some more little bits. Future game show. I watched this. This is part of obviously the Gamescom week. I watched the Future Game show. I didn't watch all of it. It was like 2 hours and a half. It was a lot. That was a lot to take in. I mean, I watched a good chunk of it, to be fair. Like, but most of it was from previous little showcases during the week as well. So like, you're not really missing out on so much. There's a couple of new little bits. I mean, they showed again like Resident Evil 9, obviously Requiem. Sorry.
Yeah, can you get it right, please?
I know the comments everyone's typing.
Yeah, trust me.
Hell is Us. Did you finish the trailer? The demo.
Yeah.
You finished it?
Yeah.
I didn't finish it.
Oh, why?
I know.
Why didn't you finish it? It didn't. You weren't that far off.
I know, and I was sick. But
yeah, well, it doesn't matter. You're not in hospital this time. So.
Destiny rising on me.
Yeah, and actually, on that, at the event tomorrow, one of the Dead Good PR, they're going to have you're already going to say this, weren't you?
No.
They're going to have a comic for the first 100 people that go to the event. They're going to, was it first 30? I'm exaggerating. First 30, I think it was, that get there. They're going to get an exclusive comic based on Hell Is Us. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
So yeah.
If you missed out, guys, I'm sorry.
Sorry
on that comic.
Yeah.
What else is there? There was so going through the show, I'll just read off a couple of bits that was shown. So you got Hell Let Loose Vietnam.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Just the Vietnam version of Hell Let Loose. It looks it's crazy when I keep thinking Battlefield in my head now, because anything war type stuff like this now, I'm just seeing Battlefield in my head. Like, it's crazy as it is. But obviously I know this is had its own little separate thing anyway.
This is like a simulator more than it is just a
another game called Edge of Memories out next year. Den of Wolves. Den of Wolves is like say like a Battlefield 2042 mixed with Cyberpunk, like kind of setting, but it's a PC game. But it looks very cool.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
I think you've seen it. I think it's like a heist game, like even like Payday. I think it's mixed in that as well. He has Skate, like I just talked about. Obviously, Resident Evil, Hell is Us, Blood of the Dawnwalker. It's like a vampire RPG.
Yeah, That's a cool one because that's got a time frame. It's got like as you do the quests, it ups the time, and then you have like I can't remember how long it is. But yeah, that's cool.
There's another one called Dear and Boy. It's like a puzzle platformer. Looks pretty good actually. That looked pretty chilled. This is more of, I feel like this future game show was like more of indie stuff as well. Yeah. Like it's a lot more indie focused than the AAA stuff and other mainstream stuff. Another one called Monsters Are Coming, Rock and Road. So basically, it's like you're fort building, but you're moving at the same time down the road. Like you're rolling, as they say. Like so, like you're building up your fort, you're attacking the enemies and stuff, but you're continuously driving. You're constantly moving.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like it's almost like that one we just saw the other week. What was it? Is it Death Scroll? Is it?
Oh, the one where yeah.
It's kind of like that. You're just constantly moving in the game.
Okay, fair enough.
So it looked quite good.
Okay.
Dreams of Another looked pretty decent as well. It's coming out 10th of October this year. So no, I think it's by a Japanese studio, and they're same thing. Like you're having a dream. Yeah, you're going through a dream. I saw the guy in the video that there's a guy in his pajamas with an AK on his back. Like, do you know what I mean?
That just sounds like a game of Fortnite.
It is crazy. There's another game here, Pizza Bandit.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Did you see that? It looks alright.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Game called Hotel Barcelona, Dome Keeper, and Dome Keeper. I think it's a multiplayer, like an update for it. I think the game's already out. I'm not sure if it's out already, but this is like a multiplayer update for it, and it kind of looks like SteamWorld Dig.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, but kind of a retro style of it. Looks not too bad. But my game of that, what I've seen so far, my game of this event was Recure. So basically, you're a postman.
Interesting. Okay.
Got a black and white cat. No, I'm joking. Unless there is one in there. Actually, might be. But you're a postman. And you're basically going through your normal day. Like you're going through the environment, and it's a puzzle. Obviously, it's puzzle solving as well. You have to do as well. So every time you go forward, things are happening. Like say the door opens, or I don't know, a pot falls off, or something explodes. It's literally as you're moving forward. If you go backwards, it reverses time. So you have to figure out stuff to get to stop certain things from happening and stuff like that. So you're constantly going back and forth in time.
So you started this with you're a postman,
but you are a postman. What's the trailer? What's the trailer? You are a postman.
I need to watch this.
Maybe you're delivering mail, but you are a postman. It's a bit of a tricky road to get to deliver the mail.
Yeah, backwards and forwards. Easy. I'm going to have to watch the trailer.
Yeah, but it looks very good. It looks super fun. I definitely want to give that a try when it comes out. I'm not sure if it's just PC for now, but I think it may come to console later. But I think it's just PC. But if I could somehow play that, that'd be super cool. But yeah, I think that's about it on my news. Is there anything else more to talk about? Roughly.
No, I haven't got any more news or anything. It'll just be, as I said, we've been playing Helldivers, playing Battlefield.
Yeah, them two definitely.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all the week is. Personally, I think this week is going to be.
This week, so,
especially Helldivers, because I want to get the whole uniform and everything. I want to get it all.
Yeah, what's funny about that actually is I'd rather they should have put the ODST stuff later, because now I've got the ODST stuff. I don't care for the Dare stuff.
Yeah, I don't even look at anything else really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, it's all tit for tat.
I think the mobilized stuff I will buy, like that stuff.
Yeah, because there's upgrades for your ship and you and stuff. Yeah, definitely. But yeah.
because I heard obviously like a bit of news from that Helldivers that the Xbox players have been thanking the PS5 players for helping them as well.
Oh yeah, did I tell you about the first dude that I met when I played it? So the first random game I got into, there was this random guy I joined, and I said, "Oh, you're right if I." He joined my game even. I said, "You're right if I tag along for a few more games." He said, "Fine." Then this dude joined, and he was doing the whole thing in the chat, like, you know, like hello Helldiver, you know, like where they're talking like as if they're an NPC. I was like, how have I experienced this in the first 10 minutes of the game? Like the whole thing's happening, but it's kind of cute. Like it felt like it was, I say cute, that's a weird word to use, but it just added to like, yeah, this is right, that it's come to another platform and everybody's playing it. Like it was nice. There was no, because remember I shared my apprehension about like going on PlayStation players being like, meh, meh, meh. I haven't experienced any of that.
Yeah, I think that's what they've said, and people have been quite surprised at how their PS players have been receptive.
But I guess it's a good thing because all the objectives, like the war bonds, you know, the global ones, like everyone has to help each other to achieve those, so they have no choice. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's about it on the last little bit. I mean, one more little tidbit. Hollow Knight Silksong is out 4th of September.
Oh yeah, that's
so that's coming out real soon. And did you know it's pushed back? It's pushed back how many? Like over 10 games. Like 10 games have changed their release date because
that's coming out.
Because this coming out.
God,
so you got Lord Amberese, if I'm saying that right. Demon School, Comfy Girl, Clover Pit, Kijora, Starbirds, Little Witch in the Woods, Moros Protocol, Baby Steps, Phaland, Arterina Lucius, I can't remember if I'm saying that right, and Mega Bonk. They're like all changed their dates. Like some of them have changed in like a week. Some of them changed in like October. Like
people are ready for Hollow Knight, so it better be good because all of that and then it ends up being rubbish.
I don't think it's rubbish. Have you played the first Hollow Knight?
A little bit.
Okay, yeah, it's good. It's gonna be good.
We'll see. Let's see. It'd be interested in the way things are at the moment. But anyway, yeah. I think that's
all
it.
right. That's it for this week, guys. We appreciate you listening. Make sure you check us out on our socials. I'm on Gaming Party Pro. Obviously, on my main social as well as Unchained Assassin. Josh is on Starline Forge for all your miniatures and all that goodness.
Yes.
Also, catch us on YouTube as well. We put the podcast on YouTube on Pixel Forge Plays. Always got a mouthful there. Plays, so check us out on there.
Yes, please.
Also, every Thursday, Twitch.
Streaming.
Pixel Forge podcast as well on Twitch. You can check us out streaming. And there'll probably be random streams as well during the week. So just hit your notifications on everything. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Thanks for joining us, yeah. We'll have updates from the event.
Yes, we will do next week.
Cool. Peace.
See you later, guys. Bye.